Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
All right, we're back.
Hey, what up, what up?
Gomez Watches Seinfeld. I am Louis J. Gomez. She is Jeniece E. Gomez. We are trying this for the fourth time. This is the fourth time we've tried doing this podcast. The gods were not with me.
I thought we were going to be great going against the Super Bowl. I was excited. I was like, Super Bowl, Schmooper Bowl. We have a Gomez Watches Seinfeld.
We're going to counter-program the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
See, we are pretending that the Super Bowl was like the reason. We're like, yeah, we're going to take off and look around. No. We tried. We tried to record.
Did we try?
3 times on Saturday. How many times did it not working? How many times of it not working was Harrington's fault?
A couple of them.
2. 2 of the 3.
The first one was suspect because...
The first one was 100% Harrington's fault because he just didn't record, or he recorded something. I have no idea what it was.
But according to him, we were lucky because it was a minute in. So
we were the lucky
You're
ones.
lucky that...
He caught it. So he caught that he wasn't recording a minute in. Thank God. Then the second time, I'll take partial responsibility because my foot hit a power strip that was placed
right next to his foot.
Right next to my foot. This is where Harrington puts the power strip. Now it's still there. By the way, I'm still dancing over this power strip. But now that I know it's there, at the very least, I have to take responsibility for it if I hit it again.
All of this coming off of the karma gods. So we found out what Louis J. Gomez would do if he got a flat tire.
So yes.
All of it coming off
Ironically, last week we talked about how I'm not a fixie guy, and if I had got a flat tire, what I would do and how I would go about it. Of course,
Cry
I wake
like
up.
a bitch, number 1.
I wake up on Saturday and I have a flat tire in my car. Almost like a listener of this show found my home and says, "You know what? Let's put it into the test."
Figure it out.
It was a fucking nightmare. So I'm in a horrible mood all day as it is because I'm trying to find this tire because, see, Audis don't have
the rarest tire on
Audis
earth.
don't have regular tires. Audis have fucking special roll flat fucking $500 cock sucking fucking motherfucking tires. Okay. Now I understand why people say do not get an Audi. Or an expensive like German engineered car.
Like you gotta
because I couldn't go to
parts.
a fucking Michelin and just find a tire. They were like, they actually said when I went to the Michelin, they said, "Oh no, we're not going to touch your car."
Oh, wow.
Like it's a problem. Like
we're not going to deal with you and your lawyers.
Because I even said because they're like, "No, we don't have this tire. We're gonna have to order it like special." Because it was like I guess there's like foam on the inside ring of the tire, so if you get a flat, you're not riding on the rim, you're riding on sort of the foam.
Yes.
Right.
Oh
So it's a special size, special fucking tire, whatever it is, right? So I said, all right, well, how about this? Just for the time being, because I can't ride around in a donut, can you just put any old fucking tire on this bitch? And they're like, no way. No way. That won't be. I was like, I know for my mother, anytime she got any tire in the world that they would have put on my mom's car, she would accept. She would go to the fucking like junky tire place.
The junkyard.
And she was like, yeah, I need a tire that can
anything.
Literally anything. And we were fine.
That was fine. We survived it.
We were okay. So I ended up not even getting a tire until today. And people are making shitty comments. They're like, oh, I bet he didn't change his own fucking tire. It's not changing your own tire. Okay. You have to fix the tire, right? There's a hole in it.
Well, you could have put the donut on yourself. I mean, you could have saved yourself a whole trip and just put the donut on yourself.
I didn't know if it was a donut, if it was a regular tire. I had no idea what was back there.
Well, whatever it was would be.
So I brought the tire. Fuck the donut. Okay. I want to bring the tire in to get fixed. Okay. So it was a mile away. I drove to the place and they told me I couldn't fix it. So they put the donut on for me. I gave the guy a little $10 tip.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. And then I tried to find a regular tire place. So Saturday, my whole morning was trying to find tires. Then 2 podcasts didn't work. The first one because Harrington fucked up. The second one because my foot hit the fucking thing.
Then the third one, you were just yelling at me. So.
The third one, I was in such a salty shit mood that after 15 minutes, I said, you know what? We're not doing this today. It wasn't going to be good. So anyway, episode 5, the season finale.
I had season finale party stuff. Oh.
What was your season finale party
cats
stuff?
and stuff, you know. finale party.
Where is all that stuff now?
I forgot it in the car.
It's upstairs in the car?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, it is. Why don't you make Harrington by the way, Harrington is the biggest fucking shyster in the world because he doesn't actually have to be here. This motherfucker hit record and now he's sitting there. He does nothing else.
I'm afraid he's not even really recording. I'm terrified. I'm like, I don't even know
he's
this is
working
going out
on
to the world.
next show. He's working on a different show right now while we're recording. He thinks I'm stupid.
This is why. And then he looks up and notices 30 minutes. Oh, guys, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Harrington, why don't you make yourself useful? Go get our season finale party supplies out of Jenny's car. Thank you. Stop working on another show in front of us while you're producing our fucking show.
Produce, motherfucker.
It's ridiculous. Okay. In the meantime, while he's getting our party supplies, before we get into the season finale, the stock tip of Seinfeld. This is Seinfeld season 1, episode 5. Let's just talk about this time in history.
Ooh, June 21st, 1990.
June 21st, that's off the dome. You don't even have your notes.
I know. I have no notes. I forgot all my notes.
Wow.
Yeah, Roxette, Must Have Been Love.
So it's the same song.
Same song.
Same song, Must Have Been Love. Are we going to play it again?
Yeah.
I'll play it again. Why don't I play it on my phone? No, we're going to play it on my fucking phone. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Bobby's not the owner of me.
You're not the boss of us, Harrington. Beat it.
Fucking Harrington. I guess they play it over the episode. And it's
how much you want to bet he pulls the plug out and none of this is getting recorded?
I'd literally...
We're canceling the podcast.
I would
if that
beat
happens.
him up. We almost canceled the podcast this last time. On Saturday, I should show you our text messages because Jenny's like, I'm done doing it. It's God. God doesn't want us to do the podcast anymore, obviously.
Give it to Mark Norman. It's a great idea. He should have it.
Must Have Been Love by Roxette. Same song, top of the charts 2 weeks in a row, and the same
Dick
movie.
Tracy again.
Yeah, which...
Whatever. Fuck that movie.
You know, it's on... right now, it's on HBO on demand. I was going to show to James the other day. But then I realized how much I didn't give a fuck. You know what I did show to James yesterday?
Mrs. Doubtfire, you told me, yeah.
It was fucking heart-wrenching.
Is it?
It's
I haven't revisited it as an adult. I'm wondering if it's...
I don't think a woman is going to have the same sort of... Like, you have to be a father who loses his family in order to really have the same sort of fucking knife being twisted into the wound. Okay. It was brutal. All he wants to do is be with his family.
I know.
I mean, how do you how Sally Field? I understand he's a little irresponsible. He's a little goofy. He's a little wacky. He's a wacky guy. Is that the reason you would take this man away from his family?
Never to see them. You're never like he molested them.
Court-ordered fucking assistant. Yeah, somebody has to accompany him to visit his children once a week, like he was fucking the little girl, like he was he was an abusive heroin addict. Psychotic.
So yeah, I haven't seen it as an adult. I'd like to revisit that. I was thinking you should show James Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That would be a fun one for him.
I showed him the beginning of it, and he liked it. As soon as he liked the opening with like the baby cartoon.
Yeah,
he was cracking up. And then as soon as it got into Roger Rabbit and Bob Haskins, he was like,
nothing. No,
I don't really give.
Did he make it to Jessica?
No, but stop trying to over sexualize my child's
I'm
mind.
not trying to. I'm just saying he might be interested. He might be like, oh, this.
Oh, now
not
he's going to be
bad. See what's going on.
No. I don't think that. He's just not into it yet. And to be honest with you, she's
kind of weird.
She's a little overly sexual anyway. Like the way that like her skirt comes up to her pussy line and her tits are just hanging out. I almost feel like you're setting your kid up to just have a boner in front of you.
Don't slut shame her.
She was a slut. I'm not shaming her for it. I'm saying she is what she is.
She is.
Okay. Good for Roger Rabbit.
Good for him.
Good for him. That's what I say.
She likes a funny man. You should know something about that.
She's not real, Jamie.
I'm just saying, girls like a funny man, right?
But yeah, it was heart-wrenching.
No, not all of it, Harrington. Oh, idiot.
It was heart-wrenching to watch Mrs. Doubtfire with James.
Oh.
Because the whole time it's just this fucking guy just trying to be with his
Dad, why
family.
are you crying?
The ending scene was fucking brutal. A little girl writes into Mrs. Doubtfire after she gets the TV show, and she's like, my mommy and daddy are getting a divorce. Is it my fault?
On, Harrington.
She's like, is it my fault? Are they maybe going to get back together? And I'm just in there like, why? Here, let's put a hat on, Harrington. You fucking.
You're gonna just sit over there without a hat on. Who cares?
Yeah, we're trying to party, dude. We're trying to fucking party and celebrate Seinfeld. It's a Seinfeld family. Okay.
I thought it was a little stupid, but I said, hey, you know what?
No, I like it. This
Let's
is
put
good.
a little production into this show. Come on, guys.
Season 1,
Do something.
episode 5, the season 1 finale. How many bagels do you give it?
I gave it 5 bagels.
5 bagels.
I enjoyed
So
this
there's
one.
no room for improvement, according to you.
No, this is a 5-star episode. This is a
bagel.
5-star 5-bagel episode.
I'll give it 2.
There are going to be multiple 5-bagel episodes. You know what? Maybe, guys, Harrington, make a list of all our 5-bagel episodes.
Because these will be the ones that we recommend to people.
You got that, Harrington?
I love how Jenny talks down to you. She really does.
He hates me so much. It's hilarious.
She just she fell right into line with treating you like shit. It was delightful.
He looks at me with like hate. He's like, I just hate you, and I would curse you out, but your brother is gonna yell at me if I do.
I give this one 2.5 bagels.
What? You're lying.
I swear to God.
This was so much better.
What did you love so much about this episode?
I laughed so hard at Kramer in this one.
He's fine. It was
so funny.
It was an okay episode compared to the other ones. It didn't make me laugh the hardest out of all of them just yet. It was good though. It was decent. It didn't have. I mean, I guess I don't really know the history, and maybe we should have looked up the history a little bit. But why was it only 5 episodes for the first season? Do we know? Harrington looked it up in the meantime.
I don't know.
Is there any reason?
I'm having some issues. I'm just gonna take.
Can you just take your hat off? It's distracting the fuck out of me. For the love of God.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel like it was a finale. It didn't feel like there was anything. I'll tell you right now, because somebody told me that the plan initially was to have Elaine and Jerry to get together at the end of, I thought it was season 1, but they didn't at the end of this season. Maybe it's season 2, but there was a little bit of a weird energy between Jerry and Elaine. They were at the diner.
Weird? No.
Let me tell you. Let me give you my fucking what I'm saying. They're at the diner talking, and Elaine's complaining about this guy that she's dating, and then Jerry's like, "Oh, Robert." Like almost like the same way that if I was jealous over my ex's new boyfriend, the same way that I would do it. And then Elaine did the same thing with Jerry. Jerry's like, "Oh, I'm dating this girl." And she's like, "Oh, Vanessa." So that was a moment. That was. Let me say something. With acting, everything is deliberate. There's nothing that's not. They didn't play it that way and act it that way just by accident, right? So I feel like that was, whether it was they were written to sort of like be jealous over each other's new flings or whatever it is, that was definitely being thrown out, but only in that scene. There was no other area of the episode
Can I give my opinion about
Please,
that?
go ahead.
So I think because it's such excellent writing, I think the writing is really good on the show. Those little nuances give their characters like depth. Like I feel like that would be a conversation between you and an ex. Let's say you're sitting at the diner, and you'd make a little snarky, like, "Oh, Robert," and she's like, "Yeah. Oh, what about Vanessa?"
You're right. That's the way.
And
that
I feel like that's how real people interact with each other, and that's what makes their relationship and friendship so real and relatable. And that's kind of why the show, hits home with a lot of people. That's just my opinion and my dumb pothead opinion. Take what you will from it, but
the subtext. My point though is they don't really write subtext that way. When you write something,
but I think in this show, I think the actors and the writers understand subtext, and I think a lot of that is thrown into the show. I could be completely wrong, but I think a lot of that is there, and that's what I enjoy about the show.
I'm just saying that it's weirdly written. I almost feel like there was another scene or there was something else written with them sort of having a thing, because they throw that out there, and that's not something that comes up again in the episode. It's bizarre. It doesn't really it stood out to me as like a weird moment. I was like, oh shit, are they going to have them try to get together? And then nothing ever really came of that subtext.
But it is going to come up because it comes up in later episodes. You're going to see it. You're going to see like they're kind of flirty. Like
I understand that. I'm talking about this episode specifically. For the love of God, I feel like you're arguing just to argue with me.
I'm not arguing. I want you to see. It's a really good writing.
So look, the episode was okay. It's called the stock tip for a reason. We'll get into that in a second. The first note that I have here that sort of stuck out to me, I wanted to ask you. Elena's dating a guy who has cats. Mm-hmm. And I almost feel like that would be a red. Like even a woman with cats is fucking bizarre, but a guy with cats is.
Those cat people. You know what you're getting when you get into a relationship with those cat people. You can see them coming from a mile away. They're not bad. They're fine.
You would date a guy that was into his cats?
I have guys that I follow on Instagram that I would be like, oh, look at this guy with this cat. Yeah.
I think it's fucking weird as shit.
You don't see. I see
I think it's
girls on there
weird.
too. Where it's like, oh, look at this lady and her cat. She loves this cat. This is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see chicks with cats too, and it's just look if they're like a cat person. I there's plenty of hot chicks who have cats online. That's fine, and they don't fit the cat person, personality type. But if it's a single dude by himself who has 2 cats, it's just a weird. It's like a beta personality type.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
a dog is one. Pets just in general, I can't really wrap my fucking head around.
No, I can. I think you should have a dog and a cat right now. But
me personally,
yes.
Why?
I think James should have a dog and a cat.
James has a dog.
Narrington, that's not his dog.
James has.
Oh, Sport. Oh, he's still alive.
James has a hairless monkey named Harrington.
Shit's everywhere.
No, I'm
just kidding.
I live alone half the time, so it's a little different because I do have a kid.
I think a dog is a lot of work for you, and because you travel and stuff, a dog is difficult. But I think a cat, you should have a cat.
No, I don't. I don't think I should have a cat. I think a cat is fucking disgusting.
I think Harrington wouldn't mind coming over here.
It's got a fucking litter box that I have to clean after. It makes your house stink of shit. They scratch your furniture up. They shed hair everywhere. I don't even understand. I can't even think of an upside in a cat.
You got a little cuddly kitty.
Okay.
What's happened to you?
A little cuddly kitty is not important.
What happened to that little boy who loved little Missy?
I loved Missy. But let me say something about Missy. And let me say something about Missy was a fucking whore. Okay.
Aww.
Yeah, they were all whores. They're all fucking disgusting whore cats that we would never get fixed. These cats,
so writhe around the house.
They would just scream. They would scream in horniness.
One used to jump out the window.
Have you ever seen a fucking cat that's horny? They just imagine a woman acted that way when she was always just screaming into the night air,
love that.
shrieking. It's fucking psychotic.
You would love that.
Yeah. So we grew up very poor.
So there were a lot of cats around.
There was a lot of cats, and it didn't matter that our cats used our furniture and home as scratch pads and litter box. That's what it was. So every table, the legs on the table were torn into and clawed into. All of the couches.
It was out of control. I'm saying a little kitty that you raise down. Do
you think it was because we weren't raising the cats right? That's why they were acting that way.
Yes.
No, I think that's the way that cats act. I think cats claw their fucking, or you can get a cat declawed. But
that's cruel though. That's supposed to be
say
cruel.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
Is that considered cruel, Harrington? Look that up.
Yes. A lot of cat people will post things about that. Yeah.
Well, the point I'm making is if I was a chick, I would not be attracted to a guy with a cat. Girls are fucking pea-brained.
That's not.
Girls are retarded. So a girl's going like, oh, a cute cuddly thingy.
Yeah.
Yay.
I mean, I don't know how hot chicks think, but I'm sure
they don't think beyond that fucking stupid thought right there. Like,
no,
oh my God, it's cute and it's cuddly.
Yeah, and you figure, okay, it doesn't smell like cat piss in here. You must keep it downstairs in the basement away from everything. Yeah.
It's outlawed.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know why I said outlawed like that. It's outlawed.
Outlawed, yes.
Declawing. Outlawed. Yeah, so no, you can't declaw the cat, so then they just scratch your shit up. If you get a cat, you're telling yourself that you're worthless and that your belongings are worthless. Harrington, do you have a cat? I bet you do. No. You have a cat type personality.
but a dog's not.
I can wrap my head around a dog. Dogs
are dope, yeah.
Dogs have each dog that you'll meet has a unique personality. A very unique thing about it, right? Where it's just going like, okay, this is Sport or this is Sebastian.
But cats are cunts, and you kind of like that about a cat. You're like, all right, you little
cats
bitch.
Act like
I feel like you would love that.
Gay men, like every one of them have like, I'm gonna fuck your boyfriend behind your back, and I'm gonna break your shit. Cats are fucking awful. Okay, so that would be, if I was a chick, it would be a major red flag for me. It wouldn't be. It's not a red flag with chicks for a cat because women are so dumb that I go like, okay, they wanted something cuddly that can move. A man doesn't think that way. A man has to be a little bit more practical. So that's not an attractive quality. So that's Elaine's problem. Is this guy? She can't go over his house because she's allergic
to them.
Yeah, she's allergic.
So she should have just cut it right off.
What, Aaron?
I have the reason why it was only 5 episodes. So the
talk to the microphone. It's fine. Just grab the mic for a second.
Don't grab my microphone.
She'll hold it for you.
The president of NBC didn't want to go forward with it. The vice president
have his name here. Rick Ludwin is the only one who supported Seinfeld, as many people called it too New York and too Jewish. He fought to keep the show on NBC.
That was my mother. That was my mother's review. Too many Jews.
The show, the pilot did horrible. So the only thing he was able to order was that 4-episode run after the pilot, and that ended up taking off with young males and got the season Seinfeld renewed for seasons 2 and beyond.
Okay. All right. There you go. So yeah, Elaine's allergic to the cats. This is her big problem and this guy won't even leave his cats for a weekend. Jerry is going to ask his chick. Now, you know who's Jerry's dating now?
Vanessa. I thought she was history.
I thought it was going to be, just sort of that each episode, that's the whole story. Those characters are gone, wipe the slate clean, and you move on to the next episode.
Yeah.
But Vanessa, the lawyer from Oppenheimer, Schmush, and Taft, she is his girlfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
And he wants to take her to Vermont.
A month into the relationship. So.
Is that how long it's been? Only a month?
Something like that. It was very short.
That's literally what just happened with me.
I know. I was going to say, how did you feel about that? How did it feel looking into that mirror?
A month into the relationship, they went on a romantic vacation to Vermont. They didn't seem to have too much fun.
No, they were having a great time. Oh, all my notes were about it. It was so funny. That
Dude,
part.
Vermont rules.
The little cunty comment. Well, we wouldn't be staying here.
Yeah, she was a little bit of a bitch. So yeah, I've loved Vermont. Have you been?
No.
Yeah, Vermont's the shit, dude.
I'm just not into cold. It's a lot of cold. It's just a lot of cold up there.
Yeah, I mean, it is sort of. You can
There's a lot of cold right here. I'm over this cold.
I mean, you can go in the summertime, but there's really no point. You want to. This is if you're going to go on a cold vacation, right? You want to, because I went when Beatrice was pregnant with James, we went to Vermont on like a little just getaway weekend.
Happy, romantic.
We stayed at an Airbnb. It was awesome. Not an Airbnb. I'm sorry. A fucking.
In the cold, I bet.
No, a bed and breakfast.
It was cold.
Yes, it was cold. It was a fucking winter time.
Yes.
It was snowing outside, but it was.
None of this sounds great.
But it was romantic.
Like,
do you know what a bed and breakfast is?
Yes, like
Have
a
you
little
been to
cozy cottage. No, I don't want to go to a little cozy cottage
Why?
in the cold. It's freezing.
No, I understand, Jenny, but if you're to drive somewhere, you're gonna fucking take a little bit of a romantic getaway. You would never do that.
I would do that in the fall so I can see like the foliage.
That's a simplistic.
That sounds lovely. I'm glad I have a simple-minded
You do.
woman
This
brain.
is the same people who look at cats going like, "Oh, it's so cute. It's got cute eyes."
I don't want to be locked anywhere in the cold.
I like foliage.
I'll go away
I'm
from the
looking
cold.
at trees.
If I'm going to drive somewhere, I'm driving down to Florida.
I'm looking at trees changing colors, and that excites you.
That sounds lovely, more lovely than bare branches in the cold.
No, what's romantic about it is you go to a bed and breakfast. Okay? You wake up in the morning. They have it's like a house. It's like almost like a mansion.
Like a cottage, like a little.
It's not a cottage.
Fine, a cozy
Stop saying
mansion.
a cottage. It's like a fucking mansion. It's like a big Victorian mansion with 9 bedrooms.
With doilies everywhere.
There's doilies out the fucking ass. Yes. Doggy, I've never seen so many doilies in my entire life.
I read a lot of Victorian books.
I gotta be honest with you. With the amount of doilies that we grew up with in our lives, there's not a single doily in my life
I
now.
don't want them. I don't want to see them.
I'm done with doilies.
It's cold and doilies everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, you go to, all right, I will admit that. At a bed and breakfast, there's a lot of doilies. A lot of
like vintage tea sets. Like what are you doing there?
Yeah, a little fucking. You're right. A little tiny teacup. You're slurping on some tea. Have some great coffee, some biscuits. They make like fresh pastries.
You love breakfast, so you probably love that.
I'm a big brunch guy.
Yeah,
I'm a huge brunch guy.
You're probably just walking around in your robe, grabbing biscuits and shit.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know what else we did during this little romantic getaway, except for enjoy some
getting biscuits,
some biscuits and some doilies.
Beatrice was just pregnant, watching you.
Yeah, she wasn't happy. I was just stoned the whole time.
Yes, enjoying the cold,
loving. But I mean, look, when I went to Vermont with Karen, we went skiing, which was awesome.
Way more fun. I'm sure Beatrice would have loved that way better.
Well, she's pregnant, probably not.
Yeah, well, she couldn't.
Just send her down the fucking hill. No, we went skiing. I mean, that's a great vacation. But you're right. I will say this. To sit in Vermont, there's not really much there. You have to sort of have some fun things planned. What can you do in Vermont besides ski?
snow tubing, snowboarding.
Besides fucking snow activities, you know what the fuck I
There's
meant.
nothing
You know
else
what
to
I meant.
do there. You kind of have to be into that, and I'm not.
You
I
have
don't.
to-
I've never seen a fat person on skis ever.
Have you ever gone on a hike?
No. Yes, I've been hiking. Yes.
That's crazy. That's bonkers to
No,
me.
I'll go on a hike, but it has to be like moderate. It can't be like a crazy.
You're just gonna go.
I have like
walk.
a hiking app.
You're gonna go
No,
walk
I have like trails.
into the woods and just
Yeah.
pick a direction.
No, you have trails on your app. It shows you like, oh, you can see a waterfall on this trail. Go.
I mean, who fucking cares? I can simply
All
Google
Trails
image.
app. It's a really good app.
I can Google image a waterfall.
No, you take a walk and you go look at it.
Yeah.
And it's even nicer in the fall because you can see all the foliage.
You know what you got to do? I bet you Bianca would get into it. I'll bring Bianca with us next time we go.
If you say this goddamn, what is it called? Geocaching.
Yeah.
We don't understand it. I try to explain it to her and she's like, I don't know.
You can't fucking explain it to her. She's 5. She's like, I don't want. That sounds awful.
I try to get her like hyped up about like he's gonna take you to do this thing. You're gonna
You gotta go
find things."
geocaching. We're gonna find the latitude and longitude, Bianca.
Yes, and
Are
she's
you
like,
excited
"What?"
about this?
She's like, no.
No. What it is? If you guys have it, there's an app called Geocaching, and it's essentially an excuse to hike. I brought the 23-year-old girl that I was dating.
Mhm.
I brought her on a
And she enjoyed
geocaching
it?
date. Oh yeah, she was fucking. She's retarded. She's pea-brained. She's a girl. She thought it was so.
She's a young girl. She's a young lady.
Dude, did I kick that out? Harrington, I'm playing with my foot. Just so you know, I'm playing with the
doing
power
that.
cord with my foot.
Please stop doing that.
So if we fucking lose this, just realize it's your fault completely. So there's a geocaching app.
Should we keep going?
Yes,
My
it's
heart.
fine. We're good. We're fine. I got this.
Are we still recording, Harrington?
Yes, we are.
Oh my
There's a
God.
geocaching app. And what it does is it gives you just a location. It'll be in the woods. It could be on a bridge. It could be, I think it's anywhere in the world. I know it's definitely anywhere in the United States. But if you just open up the app, you will find within like a 10 or 15 minute walk or a little bit of a hike, you're going to find
A thing.
it's a prize. This is how you sell it to a 5-year-old. This is how I sold it to my 23-year-old girlfriend. I was like, do you want to go find prizes in the woods?
Yeah.
And this is an excuse to hike because I can get behind this because there's a point. It's not, there's like a goal here. You want to hike when the goal is to simply
Okay,
walk.
what kind of prizes do you find?
They're not real prizes, Jenny.
I'm sure it's a lot of dumb shit. What is it? Like a mystical leaf?
Sometimes there's no prize.
What? What's the point?
Sometimes, all right, so you find a little box in the woods. It'll be
a
like
little empty box.
sometimes it's empty. Most of the time, there's a little toy in it. And what you do is you leave a toy and you take that toy and you get to keep that, right? It could be
Okay.
like a little toy. Or sometimes it's just a little like sheet of paper, like a scroll that you open and you write a little message or a note on it and then you read all the other people's notes and messages.
That's kind of dope.
But you gotta find, sometimes it's a big fucking box, sometimes it's a little tiny fucking box that fits on a keychain, sometimes it's hanging from a tree, sometimes it's underneath shit.
This is like mystical.
It's fucking awesome. I knew you dig it. Look at Harrington. Harrington's excited right now. You guys want to do a geocaching podcast instead? So, but kids, it's really cool to do with kids because we could be like, we're going to find a
I'm gonna
prize
leave
in the woods.
$20 in it.
I did leave money.
How dope is
when
that?
I brought the 23-year-old on a date, I was like, I don't have a prize. I guess I'll
50.
leave a 20. And she was like, wow. Wow. You're
Yes.
a baller. Wow. So
Good for you guys.
they go to, they're going to go to Vermont. But in the meantime, before they even do any of that, George tells Jerry and Elaine while they're at the diner that he's got a stock tip. Now, I don't want to spend too much time. I don't even really understand what the fuck happened with their stock tip.
Oh yeah.
I don't really understand stocks. I don't understand.
I do.
And no, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Guys, AMC is really low right now. Everyone should go buy it. My AMC stock is so low. If everyone goes and buys it, it's gonna go up. So that's my stock tip right here. Gomez Watches Seinfeld, your stock tip.
The same girl who thinks
Buy
kitty cat
AMC.
faces are cute and foliage is fun to look at. This is the simplistic mind that
The
she has.
foliage isn't fun to look at.
She wasn't investing in stocks a month ago. As soon as it became a fucking thing that everyone was talking about, she invests. And she also invests in the dumb fucking stupid ass stock that
AMC,
everyone
they
said
told us.
it's going to be the next GameStop. You're a moron.
It is.
Explain to me.
It is. It's gonna go up. It's gotta go down and then it goes up.
You don't
That's
know
like on Seinfeld exactly what happened. That's what he said. It's gonna go down, then it's gonna go up.
You don't know anything.
I know it's gonna go down, then it's gonna go up.
How much did you invest?
$100.
You can't even make money off of investing $100. What's the point? What's the
It's fun
point?
to watch. I'm gonna crash and burn with it though. It can't go down to 0, right? I
Where's
mean,
your-
it can't
where's
go down
it
to
at now?
nothing. I don't know.
Let me see.
It's like always open. So I stare at all day long.
So-
It's up. It's up.
It's not up.
It's up from this morning.
Total invested $100, lost $31.44. That's not up. That's down.
It's up from this morning. Almost $2.
Oh, from this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The future looks bright. So so George gets this stock tip and he tells Jerry to invest in this stock. What was it? Sendrex.
Okay.
Sendrex. So Jerry invests $2,500 in it.
Whew.
Yeah.
Baller.
And he starts to lose the money on the stock. And that's sort of
Where me and Jerry are.
I mean, it's just sort of fucking stupid. I mean, I can't, with everyone right now, it's almost such an annoying time because this is all people have been talking about for like a week. And now it's worn off a little bit, but you see the idiots who all invested
No.
last week that are now sitting here like you, just watching their money
It's gonna go
disappear.
up. Whatever. It's $100. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it went up though.
Well, so Harrington, why AMC? Was that a good investment, Harrington?
Yeah, that's the next one because it's going out of business.
Now you and Harrington are the two poorest people that I know.
Who's poorer, me or Harrington?
You.
I'm poorer than Harrington.
You must be poorer than
Harrington makes more money on this podcast than me.
That's true. But you also don't work. You're out of work.
Yeah, we've
And
been
Harrington
unemployed.
is working right now.
I guess so. Yeah.
So I hope you're making more money than Harrington. Or I hope Harrington's making more money than you.
No, I don't know about that.
So, all right. So we're back at Jerry's apartment. Stock is going down. Half of Jerry's money is gone. And this is where Kramer comes in. And Kramer has another business idea.
Yes.
Which-
Kramer Industries. I love it.
His rollout tie dispenser. What is? I don't even understand
Love
what
it.
this is. So this, if you get like your tie dirty.
Yeah, you get it all dirty at lunch. You just rip it off and you roll your new tie out. You're good to go.
And that's it.
That's it.
And you love it.
Love it.
You love it. Okay.
It's very industrious.
So the guy who was supposed to tell them when to sell the stock is in the hospital. So that's why they didn't get the tips. This is why
Yeah,
Jerry's
so they're
losing all of his
watching it.
money.
Hemorrhage money.
Next scene, Jerry goes to the dry cleaners and he's upset that his shirt is shrunk. And I understand this very specifically. He doesn't even
treated
want
him like Louis J. Gomez.
he doesn't even want the money. He doesn't want the money. Okay. He goes to the dry cleaner. All he wants them to do is say, I fucked up. It's fine. You don't got to buy me a new shirt. But stop acting like it's a fucking mystery.
No.
I completely understand this sentiment.
No, you do.
I'm the exact same way. Who fucking cares? I would just like a little bit of respect. A little bit of respect. I want you to acknowledge the fact that you're wrong, iFly. Acknowledge the fact that you took a wrong turn, Uber driver. Just all you got to do is be like, I'm so sorry. I made a wrong turn.
No, but you know why? Because that's just going to set you off. And then you're going to use that admission. You're going to say, you just said you did it. You just said it was your fault, you dumb piece of shit. And then it's going to go from there. So you know what? I'm not even going to give you that.
Yeah. When's the last time you got the dry cleaners?
I think we did our coats. We usually do our coats.
That is like a sign that you're garbage. Like I can't
To go to a
even-
dry cleaner?
No, to never ever go to a dry cleaner.
Oh.
Like, I never.
I was like,
I cannot even explain. The last time I went to a dry cleaner, it was to clean a coat, and I was so poor at the time that I ended up never picking up the coat.
oh God, you're ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's been that long. I don't have anything in my wardrobe that needs to be dry cleaned.
Not like a heavy winter coat.
I mean, I guess the one that I have now,
Yeah, you would probably want to get that dry cleaned.
But I'll get it dry cleaned at the end of the winter. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't really. I never would get my coats dry cleaned. I would literally just let them become so dirty and gross that I would just throw them out eventually and buy
That's
a new
disgusting.
one. Yeah, not my style to fucking dry clean. Really,
No.
you know.
And you don't wear like button-down shirts or anything like that.
No, with suits, what happens is most of the time I wear suits so often that I'm usually a different body weight
Yeah.
and body type
Yeah,
completely
same.
by the time
Where
I have
it's
to buy
like,
my
I gotta
next suit.
figure something out. Like, let me find something.
Every
to
time I
wear.
go to a wedding, it's a new suit.
Yeah.
Every time.
Same.
And I'm not a baller. It's just because I'm fucking a slob. So yeah, he goes to the dry cleaners. He's pissed off. Blah 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 blah. They go back to Jerry's place. Elaine is still stuck on her guys with the cats. She offers to hire a hitman, or no, she wants to hire a hitman to have somebody kill the
Lewis
cats.
would clearly be the first choice because cats are pretty dispensable.
If I hit my cat with a car, or if
Oh
I
my
hit a cat with my
God.
car, I wouldn't feel bad. Like I wouldn't even stop to see if it's okay.
You're a family cat. You killed it with a car.
If there's a family cat in the streets, it's not a family cat. That's a cat that
It's a
somebody's
feral
trying
animal.
to get rid of.
You're a monster.
Have you ever hit a cat with your car?
No,
Have you ever hit any animal with your car?
I think a bunny. It was a bunny, and it was in the rearview mirror, and I looked back, and it was twitching in the street. I was like, ah!
It was twitching.
It did. And
Was the baby in the car?
no, this was like before babies, and Victor was in the car. And he was like,
Oh, your gay friend?
Yeah, my
So
big
he
gay
started
friend.
weeping like a baby?
He looked back. He was like, why'd you look back? And I was like, I had to.
Yeah, I just haven't been driving long enough to have killed an animal yet.
Yeah, deer are scary. I never hit one, but I know people who have.
Yeah, I can't. When you drive in Jersey or upstate New York or
Yeah.
anywhere, especially in the wintertime, I don't know what it is. You just see exploded deer carcasses
Yeah.
all over the road, all over the place.
You know what you do if you're going to hit a deer, right?
Wait, hold on. This was in my driving test. I think one of the answers was a trick question, though. It was like speed up. No, it's not speed up. Because I was like, this is a trick
Reverse over
question.
it.
I was like, they want me to say speed up. Fine. All right. I'll play your game. What do you do if you see a deer?
If you're about to hit a deer.
Put your windshield wipers on? What do you do?
Close.
What?
You're supposed to rock with it. You're supposed to just speed up might actually be the answer. You're supposed to just plow into it. Like don't swerve or anything, like because then you're gonna cause like a bigger accident.
Yeah, maybe it was speed up.
It might have been.
I have no idea. Maybe.
The watchers will let us know.
Oh man, if I hit a fucking deer, I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah. C did once. He had like all like deer hair in the front of the car. Yeah.
I can't deal with any of that. I couldn't even deal with this fucking tire. This tire put me out of commission for 3 days.
He really did.
3 days straight. I was just and in a salty fucking shit mood as well.
I mean, we have recordings of me saying, "Just get a tire, get over it."
No, it's not that easy. I wish it was that fucking easy. Oh, and this morning said it was gonna take an hour. It took him an hour and a half. You don't want to get me going. So, yeah, let's see. Elaine, blah, 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 blah. Elaine also, I will say, looking good, but she was definitely more conservative this episode than she was in past episodes in terms of the way she was
Well, what did
dressed.
you think of Vanessa's outfit in Vermont?
Vanessa's a whatever. We were giving Vanessa a lot of credit for being hot compared to the first bitch that Jerry was with in the pilot, but that was a boring looking fucking Karen bitch.
Yeah.
You know? What, Harrington? I see you looking.
You shouldn't speed up if you're about to hit it.
You should not speed up.
What should you do?
No. Cut it there. I want all the fans to speed up. If you see a deer, guys, you know what to do. You fucking, you gun that shit. Go right through them. Pick a point 30 yards beyond the deer and aim for that. That's what I say. What do you do, Harrington, if you see a deer?
It says to pump the brakes until right before you're about to hit it, then take your foot off the brake, which will bring the nose of the car up so that you won't smash your windshield.
Oh, that's helpful.
That's a lot. All I'm gonna do
Pump your
is
brake
scream.
and then let it go, right? Pump your brake and let it
Speed as
go.
much as possible and
Yeah.
then let go of the brake so that the nose of your car.
But pump your brake.
No, just slam on the brake and then.
Oh, so
right
fucking
before
slam on
you're
your
about to
brake.
hit it, release.
Okay.
Slam on the brake or pump your brakes, because when you initially described it sounded like more of a controlled action of like
Yeah.
brake, let go, up.
Yeah.
Or you're saying
That's what I was thinking.
fucking slam down on your brakes,
Slam.
spin the car
Let
into
go.
a full circle, roll over the deer.
Roll down the mountain.
Yeah. Nobody's doing any of that. But you're just gonna shriek and scream. That's all you're gonna do.
And try to swerve.
You're gonna try
But
to
they
swerve.
don't want you to swerve.
Stay in your lane, brake firmly. Just before you hit the deer, take your foot off the brake. This causes the nose of your vehicle to come up, reducing the chance of deer
All right.
smashing into your windshield.
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah, Vanessa, I'm not impressed with. She was way hotter in that other episode, but it was just because she was coming off.
I was
the
going to say
heels
she
of
looked
that
a little
other
dumpy
bitch.
up in Vermont. I would have been,
Yeah. Not happy.
dressed to impress my new man.
Yeah, so they're bored. They're obviously not into each other. They're in
No.
Vermont. They're
Yeah.
fucking. It's just weird. There's
Staring
no
out into the cold.
end to their thing. Like they just They just are
doesn't
there.
know. They're people. Maybe she'll come back.
So Jerry sold all of his stock, and then he finds out that it's up 6 points while they're at the bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not happy. And then he's really upset because he lost all this money. And then she makes this comment. She was like, yeah, maybe that's why we're staying here. Because she wasn't happy with the quality of the place.
Yeah. It's a silly little bed and breakfast.
This is the problem with you can't spoil women. Because I realize this now in this relationship that I have. It's like I set the standard so high. Like every dinner we went to was like crazy expensive in the beginning.
Yeah, that's wild.
Went to really like nice places. We stayed in a nice hotel. So I've set this standard of nice things where I'm going, once in a while I want to save a little money.
You have to like rent the whole room somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So she wasn't super impressed. But she needs to fucking chill. I mean, Jerry should have probably picked a fucking nicer place. It's his first time going away together. That was another point that they made. It's like when you're going away together, it's sort of another level to the relationship because now you can't get away from each other. You need to it's a big jump in the relationship.
It is, yeah.
When you go and spend a few days
24
together.
hours a day together.
Yeah. It's because in the beginning when you go out with somebody, I don't know, you didn't really date much, Jenny. You would just like fuck busboys at your restaurant.
Hell yeah.
When I would ask a chick on a date, I would always ask her to go for like coffee or a drink.
That's what we did. We went for coffee on our first date.
Yeah. But the reason you do that, who suggested the coffee?
Him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? That was a ploy, right? Yes, it was.
Because
sneaky men.
If you stink, then we get out pretty quick.
He knew me.
No. I'm telling you right now, the reason he chose coffee because he was like, you know what? If this fucking
idiot,
if it's a dry ass, boring date where we're not connecting, I need to get the fuck out of there. I need to commit to less than a couple hours with this chick. Because you can always go get another cup of coffee, get another drink.
His first suggestion was breakfast, and it snowed that morning, so I canceled. So it was like a day later.
Okay. Breakfast is also one where you can get out. So because you have some quick breakfast, you're in, you're out. But maybe he wasn't that bad of a guy because I'm never asking a chick to get breakfast.
He's a big breakfast person, though. I'm surprised at you for that because you're a big breakfast person.
I love breakfast, but the point is, if I'm going on a date, when I get interested in the mentality of asking a woman out, in the moment, you want to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
Like that's all you're thinking about.
I know that, yes.
So you're not going like, well, let me ask her to breakfast so then we could just be in the middle of the morning hanging. Like you're not going to get laid.
That's what attracted me to him though, was that he asked me for breakfast and I was like, oh, he's not just trying to.
Maybe he was just poor. He's like, please give me breakfast, Jeniece. I'm so hungry. My family, they come from Mexico.
Maybe. But I figured that we're not going to bang after breakfast.
Please,
like, what are we going to do?
Give me some hope.
Give me bus fare, please. Señora.
Breakfast burritos, please. Possibly chorizo.
This is offensive.
Yeah, you would ask a chick for coffee or a drink. I mean, a drink is the ideal. A drink is the ideal because then, yes.
Well, then she knows you just want to fuck.
She doesn't need to know we want to fuck.
She knows that.
It should be implied.
Me.
If you're over the age of 13 years old,
yes.
You should know that he's just trying to fuck.
Of course, yes.
Of course. But the point with a drink is you could ask a girl for a drink, and if it's going well, like, oh, do you want another one?
and another.
Okay, now you're passed out. now I'm putting something in your drink. Now,
our date's going great.
Now do you want breakfast? But dinner is a big commitment for a first date with a chick. But a drink is probably good. Coffee's good. Breakfast, he's of pure heart.
Yes.
He has only honest, pure, good intentions.
Marriage on his mind.
If a man asks you to get breakfast, I mean, this guy is either gay or he's the one. Because that's crazy. I would never ask a bitch that I haven't fucked to go out. Would you like to just go out in the morning together and see where the day takes us? Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
That's absolutely
Do you know
crazy.
what was nice about that too? And then you go shopping afterwards. You buy her some nice things. Then
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
He bought you things?
No, we just went up to outlets and we went shopping.
You and him went shopping?
Yeah.
On your first date?
No. We went for coffee on the first date. That went well. Then we went on our next date for breakfast and we went shopping.
Okay. That's a weird date.
Another gay. It might be a gay thing, maybe.
Maybe. I never saw G this way. So. So the next scene, George is smoking a cigar and happy.
Baller.
Yeah, because he stuck with the stock.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
So he's making a lot of fucking dough. He made $8,000.
Imagine to do nothing but stare at this thing.
Maybe I'm just broken inside, but $8,000 just doesn't seem like enough.
I agree with that. Where he was acting a ball, I was like, all right, relax, buddy. It's $8,000.
Oh, Harrington, I heard that you were 5 seconds away from winning the Super Bowl pool.
No, were you? Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. How much would it have been? 4,000?
2,100?
2,000.
Yeah, it's like 2,200.
That's so frustrating.
Zach won it instead.
No, with the one I was gonna buy? With the one I was gonna buy? You're lying,
I swear to
Lewis.
God. I swear to
Lewis,
God.
my heart. Stop. I'm gonna cry.
I swear to God.
You're lying to me.
I swear to God.
You're lying to me.
Ask him.
I'm gonna cry. Zach, you owe me $1,100.
Why? I owe you $1,100. Yeah, literally the boxes you were going to buy, he ended up buying.
You're lying. That was Harrington's box.
With inflation, that 8,000 would be about 16K.
16K.
Okay.
Right? It's not bad.
Right.
It's still, look, the problem is I've spent so much money in the past year that it's like, none of it sounds like enough. Nothing sounds like enough money. And that's not a baller thing. That's me just saying life fucking sucks.
16,000 to look at something and just watch it rise.
I don't know.
It's a week. That's a week's work. That's why these hedge funds make millions. That's why we have to buy AMC stock to take down the hedge funds.
Let's see. What else? Yeah, George is smoking. He's happy. You don't know anything you're talking about. Don't listen to anything she says. We should do a weekly Jeniece's stock tip. Good.
Buy AMC. That's my weekly stock tip.
Can you see where it's at right now?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm nervous. It went up 68.90.
Yeah, no, you're still down 31.
Yeah, but I'm up from
you're
earlier.
Up 2
That's
cents.
What's fun about the game.
Earlier.
That's
nothing
what's fun about the game.
Just watching your money slowly go away. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this was sort of the episode. It ended with George having another stock tip.
How hilarious was Kramer?
What was so funny about Kramer on this episode? I don't remember
That
anything.
one part where he goes, Jerry, let me use your apartment. Yeah, these guys I met at that rock concert, they're gonna sleep in your bed. Nah, they're good guys, Jerry. They're anarchists.
It was funny. It was fine. It was just like there.
Dude,
it
was
wasn't
crying.
a super funny episode. Okay.
I thought it was so. At that part, I was on the floor. I was like 5 bagels right now.
It was okay. I hope it does get better.
2.5 bagels. You thought last week was better?
I did. But overall, I mean, first season impressions.
Loved it. I think the writing's great.
No, do your impressions. I'm gonna hear. All right, go, Elaine.
A lot of nuance. A lot of.
Do your George. Go ahead. Go.
You do your George.
I can do Jerry. That's it.
No, you don't do a good Jerry.
I do a great Jerry.
Do a
everyone
terrible Jerry.
comments regularly about how good my Jerry is.
No. I bet Dan Soder. We should next season. We should bring guests on.
No.
Yes.
It's us. It's about our dynamics. It's about our childhood and our stories from being kids.
No, they don't want to hear that. They hate us.
Yeah, so impressions of the first season, I thought it was solid. I understand what everyone's saying when they're saying it's not super funny. It's just an okay show.
Okay.
But it has room to grow. It has room for potential. I understand how the characters are pretty developed.
Do you like the characters?
Yeah, I do. There's nobody that I don't like.
There's no Newman yet. When does Newman come in? Find out now, Harrington.
I don't even know Newman. I know it's a fat guy.
Yeah, it's like Jerry's arch nemesis.
No, I have no idea. Oh shit! Did we do a Minority Report on this one?
No, I didn't recall any.
I did. There was 1.5 Asians and an Indian guy.
How's there a half an Asian?
Because it looked like a half an Asian.
Oh,
Looked
okay.
like a half an Asian, yeah.
1.5 Asians. Gotcha.
Yeah, for the Minority Report. What's up, Harrington?
Newman appears in his voice is in one episode in season 2, and then he becomes a series regular in season 3.
Got a couple months before that.
Yeah, they don't really have. It's not a traditional show in the sense where it's like there's a bad guy and a major problem. There's never like a big problem.
Newman's a problem.
Like when you write a TV show, it has to be like usually it comes from a place of like, what's the big conflict? And the conflict for this show is always like Jerry, he's unsure if he should ask a woman out, or like it's just not.
Yeah, but
real
Newman's
conflict.
like an annoying fat idiot, right, Harrington? Yeah.
Harrington, speaking as the annoying fat idiot on our show.
Speaking as another annoying fat idiot.
In this room.
What? Fuck
Wow.
you, Harrington. Wow.
You're gonna say that right to her face. Look like she's a girl. She's
I don't
sensitive.
even want him on this podcast. I wanted Shannon, but all right. She would never say something like that.
Harrington, you may be the lightest one in the room, but you still are the fattest somehow.
Yeah, and you're the
Yeah, you're
stupidest.
You're definitely the most. If we're going to describe somebody as an annoying fat idiot in the room, it's just you. I can't explain to you why.
Well, I'll take some of it, but
That's actually what they would call the three of us: annoying fat idiot. And you could just place who you want into what category.
who are they talking about?
Yeah. So I will never invest in the stock market. I've decided.
No, you should. You should be the one.
No.
Take $1,000 right now and put it in GameStop right now.
I mean, GameStop isn't even the
Not
one that you would
GameStop,
do. Stop
AMC.
it, please.
It's so cheap
Please,
right now.
stop. You don't know anything.
It's so cheap right now.
You don't, Harrington. See if what would be the number one if you're going to start investing in the stock market. What's the?
Oh, because just Google it, guys.
Yeah, Google the tips. What you look out for. If I was going to learn how to play drums, the fundamentals, I would go Google a fucking fundamental drum
go put
lesson.
Harrington in charge. Harrington's trying to explain what a hedge fund is.
Jenny, you're sitting here trying to tell people to invest into AMC. You don't know anything. You're just like, oh, it's so simple-minded and stupid. It makes me so angry to even know you. It makes me so fucking mad. Anybody who invested in GameStop or AMC or Dogecoin or any of this shit. No, Dogecoin.
What's Dogecoin?
Yeah, exactly. You're a fucking fool. You're a fool. You're all fucking simple-minded follower fools. You know what I do?
That's what you have to do for the stock market. You
No,
have to figure out which one to follow.
Myself. I invest in myself. The only thing that I can control is my own. I put stock in Louis Shea Gomez.
I'm going to figure out which stock to get into.
LJG is up
You know
400% in the past year.
You know what, watchers? If you know of any good stock tips, send them.
Jenny, you can invest into me. I'll make myself publicly tradable for you.
I might. I really might.
How would I do that, Harrington? How do I make? Can we make it a Louis coin?
I'll buy
LJG
10,000
coin?
Louis coins. I bet they'd get me pretty far.
How do we do that? So essentially what do? Do I take what I'm worth now, like as a business, and then I would sell shares based off of that guy? I want to hear Harrington explaining this to everyone. He said, give me the microphone.
I mean, just because I know somebody who's already done this, you would just take your whatever you value yourself at right now, right?
Okay.
Whatever your net worth is, and then you would make a finite number of crypto coins, right? Like a cryptocurrency. Let's say that value 100,000 of them. Whatever your value is divided by 100,000, that's how much it would cost to buy one of those coins. And as your value skyrockets, the value of the coin would go up, right?
So, what, Jenny? What?
That does make sense.
So you said, what is $9 over 100,000? What does that mean?
So you're worth $9 over $100,000.
Oh, I'm worth $9.
That's some kind of crazy math.
But how do I mean? What my business is valued at, the business of Louis Shea Gomez, I would value it as more than my net worth. My net worth is one thing, but then also there's the potential of growth.
See, isn't that what we're investing in? Is his money making capabilities?
So the idea would be you would value yourself at, let's say 2 times your net worth right now, with the expectation of growth being that
$18.
as you continue to grow, as you continue to get a bigger
Oh,
platform.
God. He doesn't know what
as
the
you
fuck he's
continue-
talking about.
See, that's what I'm saying. Then he starts going off on his Harrington bits, and you're just like, you don't know.
His
He
eyes are
doesn't know.
twitching. He's fucking getting all
doesn't know.
jittery.
I went up and to the right because I'm accessing
Yeah,
facts in my brain.
you don't have facts in your brain.
That doesn't check out.
So, all right. So let's say I valued myself at $5 million, hypothetically speaking.
Okay, your wildest dreams. Fine.
What are you laughing at that for? My value, my overall, everything that I am worth, all of my businesses, all of my money-making potential, everything that I do. You don't think it has a value of $5 million?
No, but
If
that's
somebody were to
fine.
buy into the Louis Shea Gomez businesses, I want.
Okay, Harrington, here's the thing though. Harrington, let's say he does this. Let's say he thinks he's worth $5 million. Divide it by his dumb fucking Louis coins, right? So
Depends
then
on how
that
many
leaves
Louis
his
coins I wanna
Louis
give out.
coin. That leaves his Louis coin valued at
$50.
$50. Okay. Good math skills, Harrington. Okay. So $50 for a Louis coin, right? Now let's say he's not selling Louis coins. Everyone's like, I'm not going to pay $50 for a fucking Louis coin. Fuck him. Does that make his value start to plummet? Like he has to take that down?
If he wants to sell them, it's his choice.
But what if he can't sell them? So then he's just sitting here with in his brain $50 million and a $50 Louis coin, just
All right,
looking at it.
Louis coins are for sale, $50 a pop. I don't know exactly. You know, they're gonna have to come at me like legally in order to get money back on this. But I think I could probably sell a few hundred Louis coins.
I don't think you can.
Hold on, I got this idea. This is a fucking great idea right now.
But
okay?
and then what if somebody offers him $25 for a Louis coin, right?
they could have a half a Louis coin.
No, I'll give you $25 for one of your dumb Louis coins, right? Does that make his stock drop? Is that what a short is? Am I shorting him on the Louis stocks? I'm so serious. Is that,
How are you investing?
I don't know.
It's so funny. It's like those apps, like those Robinhood apps, they're designed just because there's this many idiots in the world that are just going to go pump $100 into them. They're like, cool, that's
I'm not
$3 for
pumping
me.
it. It was a one-time deal.
I bet you it's
A
not.
gambling
I
app
bet
could get
you-
me for more than this.
I bet
this
you
is
in
just
your
like,
lifetime you will spend more money.
I
than
bet
that.
I won't.
We'll see.
I can even gambling. I can control myself pretty well. Like if I have a set amount, I'm gonna spend this. If I don't make it back, screw it.
I'll
Like
sell you 2 Louis coins, $100.
no,
You know how much more of a valuable investment 2 Louis
No.
coins is than AMC?
I don't think so. What does 2 Louis coins get me?
Harrington?
Valuation on a coin. If all 100,000 of them sell,
Mhm.
right? The scarcity of Louis coin being out there at what it is.
Shut the fuck up,
Within
Harrington.
talk-
You
Stop
make me
talking.
sick.
What if he goes up to
Fucking
$100
stupid
million?
asshole.
Then does the Louis coin
What?
go? What if his value goes up to $100 million? Then the Louis coin goes up.
The coin is static. It's on people trading the coin back and forth that the coin increases in value.
So basically, I have to say, "Oh, I want one of your dumb Louis coins. Give it to me. I'll give you $60 for it."
Yeah, because once he sold.
But
all
then, how does that
100,000
make his value go up?
What do you mean?
Like, if as his value rises, my Louis coin value should rise.
Exactly. As he goes on to bigger and bigger platforms, as Legion of Skanks continues to grow, as
Gomez Watches Seinfeld continue to grow,
right,
offensive.
As all of his shows continue to grow, the more he talks about it, the more people are going to want to invest in Louis coins.
Yes.
As they
Then he's got
leave,
to print new Louis coins.
He can't print.
I can print as many Louis. I'm Louis.
That's not how it works.
Nigga, I'm Louis. I got the printing. I got the Louis coin printing mechanism right here.
Well, then
Harrington
the
doesn't
value
know
of
what
it
he's
is
talking
nothing.
about. Don't
Harrington
listen to
knows
him.
means
He
nothing.
knows
If you guys want Louis coins, please hit me up. I'll sell them to you $50 a
888
pop.
Gas Digital.
They're going hot. They're going hot, baby boy, and they're only going up. So, handwritten Louis coins. I'm going to draw them out.
Invest in the future.
It's true. There's only 100 Louis coins out there.
100. Okay.
$50 a piece.
I'll give you 80. I'll buy 80
I'm not giving
Louis
you
coins.
every bit of my business is not for sale, Harrington. Okay, it's I own most of my Louis coins. There's 100 that are available out there.
What if I want to buy 80 of them?
Have fun. Give me $4,000. $4,000 right now. You could have
What
80
about for your
Louis coins.
family discount?
Fucking asshole. All right, look, we're gonna wrap this one. This has been fun. Oh shit. What was this? Okay. Yeah, listen to me. Thank you guys for watching today's show. This was the season finale. What a fun episode of Seinfeld. Hopefully season 2. What is this?
Just keep talking.
Okay. Hopefully season 2 will be better. We'll be back next week with the season 2 premiere of Seinfeld.
Wait, don't you have to do...
I'm doing plugs. Relax. If you guys love the show, go to gasdigitalnetwork.com. You guys get access instantly to all the episodes that we've done, both ad-free and uncensored, plus access to Legion of Skanks, Real Ass Podcast, Believe You Me. 20 incredible shows. Please don't do that toward my fucking face, you retard. Here's my problem. My sister's just a fucking... She's not like...
Overgrown child.
She's not cool, so she has goofy, uncool fingers. Yay!
finale.
Season 1 finale. Harrington, clean this up.
Yeah, I know.
Clean this all up.
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, for real. But yeah, go subscribe. Use the promo code GWS. It'll get you a 14-day free trial. Plus, you get to save $1.50 on the membership. Keep the premium service. New shirts and merch coming in the next week or two. The Jeniece's video, vintage video store shirt. Very cool. Really loving that.
Buy the shit out of those guys.
The I Simp for Elaine shirt. Louis J. Gomez exclusive. Gomez Watches Seinfeld shirt. And yeah, look out for that at podcastmerch.com. And beyond that, we'll check you guys next week on another episode of Gomez Watches Seinfeld. What up, what up?
Ooh.
Oh, wait, no. Yada, yada, yada. Until next time. Yada, yada, yada.
Later, Watchers.